Penny. Penny. Penny.
Hey, Sheldon.
It's 11 a.m.
I know, you're safe.
This package came while you were at work.
Oh, great, my rhinestones, thank you.
Excuse me?
What?
You have to sign this?
What is it?
When I signed for the package, I was deputized by the United Parcel Service and entrusted with its final delivery. I now need you to acknowledge receipt of the package so that I'm fully indemnified and no longer liable.
Sheldon, it's just a box of rhinestones.
Well, the contents are irrelevant. A legal bailment has been created. Does that mean nothing to you?
It means nothing to anybody. Come here, let me show you what I'm doing.
Bailment describes a relationship in common law where a physical possession of personal property or chattels is transferred from one person, the bailer, to another person, the bailee.
Yeah. Look, I started a business.
Obviously not a cleaning business.
No, I'm making flower barrettes, see? I called them penny blossoms. I made one for myself, and then all the girls at work wanted one. Then I showed some to this lady who runs a shop in Old Town. She sells cards and homemade jewelry. She said she wanted to sell them. I said, okay. And in 1 week, I made $156.
Good for you. Sign here.
Sheldon, don't you get it? If this takes off, I won't have to be a waitress anymore.
But then who will bring me my cheeseburger on Tuesday nights?
Another waitress?
What's her name?
I don't know.
And you're going to let her handle my food?
Nancy. Her name is Nancy.
I think you're just making that up.
Sheldon, I'm sorry about your hamburger, okay? I just don't want to be a waitress for the rest of my life.
Cheeseburger. I get a cheeseburger.
Fine, cheeseburger.
Maybe I'd be better off with Nancy.
So, what do you think? I mean, this could be a business, right?
How many of these can you make a day?
About 20.
And how much profit do you make per penny blossom?
I don't know, like 50 cents? I'm not sure.
No, of course you're not. All right. $10 a day times 5 days a week times 52 weeks a year is $2,600.
That's all?
Before taxes.
Well, I don't have to pay taxes on this stuff.
I believe the Internal Revenue Service would strongly disagree. But if you took advantage of modern marketing techniques and you optimized your manufacturing process, you might be able to make this a viable business.
And you know about that stuff?
Penny. I'm a physicist. I have a working knowledge of the entire universe and everything it contains.
Who's Radiohead?
I have a working knowledge of the important things in the universe. Good luck.
Want to get that?
Not particularly.
Could you get that?
I suppose I could if I were asked.
Would you please get that?
Of course. Why do you have to make things so complicated?
Dr. Cooper.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Page, FBI.
You say you're Special Agent Page, FBI.
Here's my ID.
And here is my Justice League membership card. But that doesn't prove I know Batman.
I just want to ask you a few questions about Howard Wolowitz.
Oh, all right. I doubt anyone would risk the stiff penalties for impersonating a federal officer just to ask questions about a minor league engineer with an unresolved Oedipal complex.
Thank you.
For the record, I truly support the FBI in the mission, which is expressed through their motto.
Fidelity, bravery, integrity.
Correct. Now to business. 18 years ago, I sent the FBI crime lab samples from a bag of excrement that had been lit on fire on my front porch for fingerprinting and DNA analysis. Why haven't I heard back yet?
Well, the FBI crime lab does have a lot on its plate.
Well, that's of little comfort to a nation attempting to scrape burning feces off its shoes.
Would you mind if we talked about Mr. Wolowitz now?
A little, but go on.
Thank you. Would you characterize him as responsible?
I'm going to answer that with a visual aid. This is my 9-disc complete Lord of the Rings trilogy Blu-ray set. Mr. Wolowitz borrowed it, damaged plastic retention hub number 3, and then returned it to me hoping I wouldn't notice. Would you characterize that as responsible?
That's really not the sort of thing we're interested in.
You heard me say Blu-ray, right?
I did.
Very well. Would you be interested in knowing that Mr. Wolowitz once snuck onto my World of Warcraft account and changed the name of a certain level 80 warlock from Sheldor to Smeldor?
I'm afraid not. Is there anything else?
Is there anything else? Where would you like to start? He refuses to pay fines when he's overdue with books I lend him. He crashed the Mars rover while attempting to impress a woman. He recommended that I go see the third Matrix movie because it was, and I quote, just as good as the first one. If that's not irresponsible, I don't know what is.
The Mars rover?
Did I say Mars rover?
You did.
That was actually a poorly chosen example, as it had nothing to do with me.
Yes, well, let's talk about it anyway.
I don't want to. Not that my disinclination to discuss the topic should be interpreted as evidence of Howard Wolowitz's culpability in the destruction of government property worth millions of dollars.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper. I think I have all I need.
Oh, good. I was afraid you were going to fixate on that Mars rover incident.
It's okay. It wasn't my first pantsing, and it won't be my last.
And you were right about my motives. I was hoping to establish a relationship with Penny that might have someday led to sex.
You got me out of my pants.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. She's out of my league. I'm done with her. I've got my work. One day I'll win the Nobel Prize, and then I'll die alone.
Don't think like that. You're not going to die alone.
Thank you, Sheldon. You're a good friend.
You're certainly not going to win a Nobel Prize.
This is one of my favorite places to kick back after a quest. They have a great house ale.
Wow, cool tiger.
Yeah, I've had him since level 10. His name is Buttons. Anyway, if you had your own game character, we could hang out, maybe go on a quest.
Sounds interesting.
So you'll think about it?
Oh, I don't think I'll be able to stop thinking about it.
Smooth. We're home.
Oh, my God, what happened?
Well, your ex-boyfriend sends his regards, and I think the rest is fairly self-explanatory.
I'm so sorry. I really thought if you guys went instead of me, he wouldn't be such an ass.
No, it was a valid hypothesis.
That was a valid hypothesis. What is happening to you?
Really, thank you so much for going and trying. You're just, you're so terrific. Really. Why don't you put some clothes on? I'll get my purse, and dinner is on me, okay?
Really great.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're not done with her, are you?
Our babies will be smart and beautiful.
Not to mention imaginary.
Is Thai food okay with you, Penny?
Sure.
We can't have Thai food. We had Indian for lunch.
So?
They're both curry-based cuisines.
So?
They would be gastronomically redundant. I can see we're going to have to spell out everything for this girl.
Any ideas, Raj?
Turn left on Lake Street and head up to Colorado. I know a wonderful little sushi bar that has karaoke.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Oh, baby, baby, don't get hooked on me.
I don't know what your odds are in the world as a whole, but as far as the population of this car goes, you're a veritable Mac Daddy.